And it's not people sitting there lucid and asking for help with signs. These are zombies.
It's not allowing individuals to lay on the street, having just shot up with marijuana and having...
It's almost like zombie apocalypse. I call it zombie apocalypse because a lot of these people have done drugs for a long period of time.
Homeless makes it sound like some sort of protected class of protesters. No, they're junkies. They're people shooting up, breaking into cars to support their habit.
Mm-hmm. But they wouldn't arrest you if you shot somebody. Maybe you should just go and shoot the homeless people.
I like your ideas.
Yeah. And if nobody claims it, I mean, nobody does anything about violent crime in LA anymore. It's a joke.
The homeless population has been a long-standing target of Republican outrage. They've been repeatedly weaponized by Republicans to attack Democrat-run cities. And other than arresting them, conservatives have zero substantial answers that will address the crisis. Listen to this solution proposed earlier this year by a California city councilor.
If you want dinner, you're going to clean up your encampments. There is no reason that you take your garbage and you throw it everywhere and then say, I need food for the next day. You're not going to clean up. You go hungry that night. But it's called tough love. They do have family members. And yes, it's always nice to live on your own and be independent. But living with a family member is sure a lot better than living on the streets and experiencing the abuse that you're experiencing in the encampments. Go home and get help. One family member, one unhoused told a friend of mine, yes, my husband and I are drug addicts and alcoholics. We have a daughter, but we don't want to live by her rules, so we're staying out here. Your problem doesn't become society's problem. Sorry, you change your way. You go home and you get cleaned up. We all have to do things we don't like, right, folks? Yes. But you know what? You suck it up and you have to do it.
And part of the reason you hear this kind of language? Demonization. Listen to it coming from Tucker Carlson.
The homeless seem to be everywhere. Increasingly, many communities in this country don't just look like slums, they're literally becoming slums. Normal people are just about sick of it. The Bay Area has let itself become a haven for vagrants at the expense of the few normal people who still live there. There are people sleeping perpendicular on the sidewalk in puddles of urine. Why do people put up with that? Why doesn't someone say, get out of here? I'm sorry, you don't have a right. You don't own the sidewalk. You can't do this. My kids are here. Where are those people, the normal people? I mean, it just seems like the cards are kind of stacked against normal people, married people with kids who have jobs, kind of like the backbone of America, the people who actually built the country. Normal people are the ones who have to protect their kids from human waste and needles piling up on the sidewalk. 400 tons of debris, 14,000 needles, 5,000 pounds of human waste. The area remains the same hive of needles and human wastes.
Now compare that level of compassion with what we heard from Cori Bush after she helped extend the eviction moratorium last year.
Because I know what it's like when it gets too cold at night. There's no amount of blankets that can cover you up to make you warm. If it's too hot, there's not enough wind to keep you cool. I know what it's like to not have a place to use the bathroom, a place to cook food, to prepare food, a place to, groom yourself. I know what it's like.
I see the tears in your eyes. This is personal for you.
Yes, it's personal for me. I lived in a car. I lived out of a car with 2 babies and my partner. I know what that's like. And I will not sit by and allow it to happen to other people because it happened to me. I won't. I will show up and I will speak up